Hey, Elevated Journey. I'm Elle. I am here on the solar eclipse, new moon in Capricorn. So that's the reading we're going to do. It's for all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Um, the new moon is today, December 26th. The most powerful energy, of course, being today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So if you do new moon rituals, try to do them in the between the next uh, today and the next couple of days. And as far as the solar eclipse, the energy for the solar eclipse is will be 6 months. Um, my apologies for not getting this out sooner, but my energy I had to make sure it's the right time. So the right time is the right time. Um, some, all of none of this recording may resonate with you. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, don't force it. Time and energy, fluid. So if you, whenever you see this and it resonates with you, it's for you at that time. There's still a chance to take advantage of the specials on personal readings and coaching packages. You can find that information in the description box. Please follow me over Facebook, Instagram, or any of my social platforms that you would like. Okay. We always say this, and I'm going to say it again. The shift has been happening for the greater part of the last part of the year. There's been this movement and toward a culmination of um, very powerful energy and very powerful change for each and every one of us going into 2020. But we're going to examine the particular energies, what Spirit has for us uh, tonight regarding, or this evening regarding the solar eclipse and the new moon. But when meditating on the energies earlier, um, it's no more status quo, is what I was hearing. Um, what was good enough in the past is not going to be good enough in the future. Um, those of you that are not happy with yourself and not happy with your placement in life, then you are the manifester of your own destiny. So you have to make changes. Um, it's time to find a balance between heart and mind. Um, Meaning letting go of belief systems that don't serve you, being in relationships because it's easier, staying at the same job because it's easier, putting up with what you don't like because it's easier. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. Um, the universe, the divine, uh, God wants you to know, and however you refer to God, um, be it the universe, Allah, um, it just doesn't matter. The Most High, um, whatever your faith, whatever you practice, there's no judgment here because we all serve the same. Um, but we are being encouraged to elevate ourselves to a place of service on behalf of the Most High. So we need to operate from that place, and we need to seek our spiritual elevation on daily, all the time. Um, it's time to stop going along to get along. It's okay if we don't get along with everyone. It's okay if everybody doesn't understand. It's okay if they don't agree. They don't have to. Um, but you need to walk in your truth and your authenticity. There's a feeling, what I saw and what was given to me earlier was um, the example of a bird cage. And, but peeping out, the door is open, but we're peeping out instead of stepping out on faith and doing the things that we know we need um, to change our lives. So let me encourage you to do that. And also, um, moving into the new year, write down your blessings as you see them from the past year. Write down the lessons that you have learned and look at those, and then clearly set your intentions going into 2020, starting with today's new moon. Okay? All right. So, we're going to start with your spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance for the new moon in Capricorn solar eclipse today. All signs, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, out quickly for you. Body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. And I love this because we need to love ourselves as we are. If you don't like something about yourself, um, if there's something you're unhappy with, then you need to take the steps that you need to change it. Be it diet, exercise, getting a makeover, cutting your hair, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, then you need to do it. Um, but call in the divine, because the divine can assist you with stopping some of the things that you need to, or starting to do some of the things that you need to. And the more that our bodies are healthy and operating functionally to the best of their ability, the closer that you can become to the divine. Okay, also out is work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source of all prosperity and will provide. So the divine is letting us know, Spirit wants us to know, you can work in your soul purpose. You can do what that call on your soul and your heart, that thing that gives you that good feeling and that you have a passion about. You can do that. And the divine is here to let you know what you need will be supplied. You can be prosperous in more than that 9 to 5, that 3 to 11, that job that doesn't fulfill you and it really doesn't even give you the paycheck that you need. So we're being called to elevate our thinking, change our mindsets, know our worth, operate in power, knowing that the divine has your back, knowing that the universe operates and conspires in your favor. Yes, like it. And let me tell you, this advice is for me just like it is for you. This is for all signs, sun, moon, and rising, and Venus. Goddess advice, please. Sorry, guys. Okay, Callie. Endings and beginnings. How appropriate. The old must be released so that the new can enter. I'm hearing indigo blue. Indigo. Indigo child. So some of you, yes, need to heal that inner child. You need to go deep. And we talk about doing the work. And of course, that means dealing with your ego, dealing with beliefs um, that you don't really believe. You were taught to believe it, but you don't really believe it. Embracing the knowings that are being revealed to you by the heavens, and embracing that. Um, that's what you're being called to do. That's what we are being called to do. Okay, Callie. I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never ending celebration of life itself. Join this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weavings of the story of your life. Do not fear what appears to be a change or loss. It's only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you're alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. Various meanings of this card. Your current changes are for the best. Keep your thoughts positive as they are very powerful. What appears to be a loss is really the beginning of a happy new phase. Let the past go. It's time to move on. About Kali. This ultra powerful Hindu goddess is feared by those who don't understand the natural cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Kali is the embodiment of Mother Nature, who cleanses away the old with natural storms and fires to make the ground fertile for new crops and life. Kali is the ultimate get things done goddess, and she's a powerful ally to those who call upon her. Like a wise stage mother, she'll push you beyond your comfort zone to reach the heights of your potential. I love it. Like I said, we are being called to a higher elevation to push through, to do the things that call on our soul. It's no longer time of, um, let me say this. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, you should have some form of contentment with your circumstance and thankful for the blessings that come with the circumstance that you find yourself. But with that being said, we're still being called to elevate beyond that. Meaning, you can be satisfied with your circumstance. You can accept your circumstance. You can be okay with it. But that does not mean that you have to stay there. That means this is okay for now. But what's next? There's always something else. There's always more. There's always something else for us to learn. There's always something else for us to do. Always, always, always. And the divine wants you to know, step out there. Get up off your seat of do nothing. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get our moon cards. I love these. I love these moon cards. This is probably my favorite deck, but I don't use them all the time because, mostly just my moon readings, but I just love them. I love all my decks, but love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Our previous moon readings, full and new, over the past few months, we've been called to do a lot of inner work, self-reflection, release. So let's see what Spirit has for us today with this new moon. I thought I was going to get this done this morning, but I had a bunch of personal readings, so sorry, guys. Then I needed a little breather. Renew my energy. Okay. All right. Two more. Okay. There's 4 cards here, so we're going to leave that in that position. Because I don't know what's supposed to go where. So we're going to leave them right there. There we go. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right. The situation that is illuminated for this solar new moon eclipse in Capricorn. Pleasure. So, this is what's being illuminated. 8 and 1 is 9. So, reaching a place in our lives where we can enjoy life, enjoy the moments in life, the small things, the big things, everything, even troubles, because on the other side of that, what's that there's a reward. You know, we should get to a point that even when troubles come our way, we know that there's a lesson to be learned, but we know that it's just something for us to go through because it's going to make us better, wiser, stronger. There's a purpose, there's a reason. But illumination today for this solar eclipse, pleasure. What brings you pleasure in life? Is it that call on your soul? Is it what's in your heart? What is your soul purpose? What will bring you the greatest pleasure in your life? Ask yourself that. What will bring you the greatest pleasure in your life? What is it that you want? Okay, and why is this the illumination? Um, what caused this to be the focus for this new moon? Because focus. We're being called to focus. And we have been focusing on what will make our life better, what will make us happier. What is it that we want? We have been focusing on that because all we've been talking about in our moon readings is figuring that all out. So we've been doing that. And look at this. Look at that butterfly right here. Butterflies represent change and transformation. Look at that. Totally focus on who you are. What's the call on your soul? Why is it a call on your soul? What is it you're being asked to do? What are you supposed to be doing? Why do you want to do it? And what obstacles are in the way to getting to this pleasure point that you've been focused on? What's in your way? Sovereignty. Your belief system. Not giving in to divine will. Still trying to do it your way. Enlist the divine. Until you get in alignment with your spiritual path. And so the divine is like, look, I'm still calling. I'm still here. This is the way we need to do this. I need you to learn this so we can do that. Whether it be dealing with whatever, whoever your spiritual team is, then that's who you need to work with. Is it the archangels? Is it your spirit guides, gods, goddesses, benevolent ancestors? Who's on your spiritual team? Coaches, family, friend. Who's on your spiritual team? Who is it that you need to help you bring everything in alignment so that you can get to that pleasure, that extreme pleasure in your life? Okay. And so, and what will happen once you get to that point where you're operating at total pleasure point? Pleasure Principle, I'm hearing by Janet Jackson. I love that video too. The chair dancing. You remember that? Okay, back to this. But what will happen when we get there? Complete love for oneself. Appreciating yourself for who you are. Loving yourself for the divine being that you are. And the more that you tune into your self-love, the more you appreciate yourself, the more you accept yourself, accept your body, accept your hair, accept whatever it is you can accept. Once you accept you to the highest power, you will reach that pleasure point, and self-love will be at an all-time high. You'll be walking into a new you. You'll be embracing you. You'll be embracing your spirituality. You'll be working with your spiritual team. You will be seeking that advice and that guidance before you make decisions, before you become impulsive, before you just do something because somebody else wants you to do it. Somebody else thinks you should do it this way, but you know in your gut that that's not the move you want to make. Then don't make it. Put your foot down. Stop operating from a place of trying to satisfy other people. Stop it. Okay. And besides self-love, um, what actions can we take? What actions can you take to get to this pleasure, and this self-love? Uh, what actions can you take? The first one being abundance. Abundance meaning abundance as an action invokes the principle of giving and receiving. So, being if you're giving, then you're supposed to receive. If you give value, you get value. Whether it be in finances, giving love, you give a smile, you get a smile. You have to get in alignment with that principle of giving and receiving, the law of attraction, reaping what you sow. However you see it, you need to get in that energy and roll with it. Get in with the moon cycles, roll with it. So learn to work with the law of attraction. The universe conspires in your favor. The divine conspires in your favor. They are here for you. Okay. And what's another action that you can take to get to the ultimate pleasure point in your life, and this place of self-love, and even greater abundance? Because once you start practicing this, greater abundance is on its way to you. The other change is just change. We talked about blessings, lessons. What can you do to make it better? Stop resisting. Stop resisting your spiritual guidance. Stop saying something told me. It's not something, it's spirit. Start following your intuition, follow your gut. Do why are you seeing synchronistic numbers? Why are you seeing certain animals? Why are certain things happening that are unexplainable? Stop resisting. Embrace. Create that dream. What have you been dreaming of doing? That doesn't mean you have to run out and quit your job. It just means put a plan in place. What will make you happy? What will give you the greatest pleasure? What do you want to be doing in life? What's going to bring that to you? You are the creator of your destiny. Embrace your divine masculine energy. Be that leader that we all are. So, yeah. And the last thing that we can do, blossoming. I love it. Because when we do all of these things, embrace your divine masculine, create, put your plans into action, stop resisting your spiritual elevation and guidance, make the changes that you need to, your abundance will blossom the more. Look at that. Look at that. I'm hearing rising from the ashes. Doesn't have to be literal ashes. Doesn't have to be rising from something bad, but it does mean rising out of a place to do nothing, rising up out of that status quo, rising to a higher elevation in life, resonating on a higher plane, understanding the laws of attraction, the push and pull of the universe, what spirit is saying to you, what God, the Most High, is saying to you. What is it that you should be doing? You got to ask yourself those questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Okay. Clarifying energies for each position in this moon's reading, please. All signs, sun, moon, rising. All signs, sun, moon, and rising. Love it. All signs, sun, moon, and rising. Love it. All sun, all sun, all signs. Love it. Look, there's some powerful and positive energy flying out here. I'm telling you. Whatever it is you've been planning and working on. Whatever it is, it's coming to fruition. And of course, there's always challenges, but that's okay too. All right. Okay, the situation that's being illuminated. Getting to the pleasure principle. What is your pleasure principle? What's your peak pleasure point? You are the manifester of your destiny, the magician in the mirror. It's up to you to get to this point of ultimate pleasure in life. Doing what's purposeful. Doing what you're being guided to do. It may be to teach. It could be to be a nurse. It could be whatever it is. Only you know what it is for you. It could just be being a mother, being the best mother you can be. Or father, whatever. It could be anything. But only you know what that is. Only you know what's calling on your soul. And it's time to get the mind and the heart in balance and go for it. It's time to go for it. Now, what caused the situation? Well, you've been focused, but there's a man holding the heart here too. So, for some, maybe not all, along with this focus, you've been calling in that soulmate, because that's part of your journey to having this ultimate pleasure in life. It's true for me. You want that partner to help you culminate the life that you're trying to manifest. And part of your focus is that, as it should be, if that's what you want. And the obstacle on the way to having all of that, appreciating yourself to the fullest and letting go of what doesn't serve you, knowing that you are enough, knowing that you are the best, knowing that you are all powerful in your story, know that you have the key to your future, knowing that you don't have to settle, appreciating you for the queen or king that you are, the god or goddess that you are, appreciation for oneself. Divine wants you to know that you are enough. And what will happen? What will happen when we work toward the ultimate pleasure, divine pleasure, with focus, calling in love if that's part of it, on all levels, appreciating ourselves the way that we should, not feeling less than you are, not letting anyone make you feel less than you are. Forget about that boss that don't like you. So what? People don't have to like you. You don't have to like them. Just be respectful. Show them respect. Lead with love. You don't have to like somebody to love them as a person, as a human being, as, energy, whether it's negative energy or not. Recognize it for what it is and move past it. And once you do that, then you will start to see that you'll be able to do what it is that you need to do. So what's going to happen when we do all of this and we get to that place where we're culminating, it's coming to, we're almost there. We can see it coming in. You can finally envision where you're going. You know where you're going. You know what's on your plate. You know what you want off your plate. You know what you want to bring in. You're working with the universal energies of the world and the universe and the Most High. You're putting it all together. What's going to happen? The divine is going to open just the more to you. Your spiritual sight will deepen, heighten. Archangel Metatron here to let you know. Third eye focus, your spiritual sight. So when you get to this place of self-love, your spiritual sight will be at an all-time high. I love it. Okay, now, actions that we need to take to get to that point of pleasure. Get over the broken heart. Whoever broke your heart, whatever situation broke your heart, whoever lied on you, whoever cheated, whatever. It's hard, but you got to go through to get to. So we all have to go through the feelings of a broken heart. This doesn't have to be about love. It could be a child that broke your heart. It could be your parent broke your heart. It could be a friend. It could be anybody in your life that caused you pain and you felt it in your heart. It could be anybody, but you have to heal from it. And sometimes that means forgiving someone that you'll never get an apology from. You may never get an apology in this lifetime or any. But in order to heal and move past, you're going to have to forgive. It's not for them, but it's for you. The other step that we need to take, be careful about the partnerships we get in. Don't enter anything blindly. Don't make decisions without knowing the full picture, without seeing everything from all sides and angles. Start operating from a more purposeful place in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. Learn to listen for your spiritual guidance. Learn to follow your intuition. Learn to know when your spirit guides, when the Most High, when spirit is speaking to you. Learn to get that so that when you make changes or when you take steps and you make decisions, you're doing what's in your best interest. And this was out over, of course, change, resistance, creation, and the divine masculine. And the broken heart was out over abundance. And then blossoming, because this change, you're blossoming into a new flower. You're flowering, you're blossoming, you're coming up out of the negativity. Your mindset is changing. You're finally realizing, I can do this. I'm going to do this. Why? Because you're going to work with those moon energies. You're going to start understanding the moon cycles and how they play. Because not only in our spirituality, the metaphysical, the universe, astrological placements of planets and stars, all of that plays into our story, our emotions, how we're feeling. So we need to learn to move purposefully with the moon. Walking away. We always walking away from something. But make sure you're not walking away from the wrong things. That's what I'm hearing. We talk all the time about walking away from what doesn't serve us. Be careful not to walk away from what does. Sometimes we walk away from what serves us out of fear. So be very careful of that. Don't walk away from something that's going to get you to this point of pleasure and manifestation out of fear. Don't walk away from it. embrace it. And in saying that, um, embrace it. And this is reminding me of that image of the bird cage, because the garden with the gate, she can go out that gate anytime she wants to, but she's not. So you could be sitting in a place of do nothing where everything is comfortable, rosy. Everything's okay. It's not, life is okay. It's not bad. You good where you at. I assure you life can be better. But what do you want? Are you complacent with where you are, or are you going to push through? I like it. I like it. Nope, not those. Okay. These. What else? Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Spirit. Mm-hmm. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, please. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, our illuminated circumstances for this new moon, the solar eclipse in Capricorn. We have the child, because you want to get to a place of childlike pleasure. Look how new and bright that is. You want to get there. You want to feel that type of energy. Look at that hummingbird. It's going for the nectar in that flower. Like I said, it's a time to go for it. The purple representing royalty. A lot of divine energy in this card. Yeah. Recapture your youth. Recapture that feeling of you can do it all. You can do anything, because you can. This card, in a regular deck, this card is also the Magician in a regular tarot deck. So once again, you are the manifester of the ultimate pleasure in your life. You are the manifester of your pleasure principle. What is your pleasure principle? What do you stand for? What's your mindset toward the ultimate pleasure in your life? And why is that the illumination? Well, because you've been focused on getting there to that place where you can have what you want. You've been calling in your soulmate. And along with that, we have Six of Wands energies. And this is making those decisions, making choices, and moving in the right direction, and staying true to you. Everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to like it, but it's okay, because you know where you're headed. You see it. It's important to be able to see it. And the obstacles, well, we already said you're not totally listening to your spiritual guidance. You're not appreciating yourself to the utmost. Why? Because sometimes you're just in your feelings. Six of Cups. I'm just in my feelings. I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel like, look how beautiful. You're just as beautiful, just as handsome. You're it. You are it. And once you decide you it and know you it, everybody else will see it too. Okay. And what will happen when you get all that accomplished? Well, Everything's going to balance out with the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Everything's going to balance out. Home, career, love. However you see your world, it's going to come into balance because you're going to be following your spiritual sight. You're going to be loving yourself. No more self-doubt. You're going to embrace who you are. Do what you need to do in life to bring in the things that you want. And along with that, we also have the Ace of Cups, because your emotional state is going to be where it hasn't been in a long, long time. You're going to be happier than you've been in a long, long time. You're going to feel fulfilled like you haven't been fulfilled in the past. Your relationships are going to be better. They're going to be healthier. Your family life is going to be better. It's going to be healthier. And what do you need to do to get there? Not only embrace your youth, but your child, but we've got the youth card here. Going back to childhood, bringing out who you truly are, those things about yourself that you've forgotten, the things that you used to love to do that you just don't do anymore. You forgot about it. This is in a regular tarot deck, the Empress, the birth of new things. So it's time to get back to getting over the brokenness from whoever, whatever it brings, wherever this came from. Get rid of the brokenness. It's time to start out fresh on that path to greater abundance, because you already have abundance, because you yourself are abundance. Another step that you can take. I love it. 8 of Cups. Just embracing yourself all the more, making sure you see all sides of everything. Look at that. Look at the hands. Everything you touch turns to gold, because you're leading with love. You're doing things from a passionate place. You're doing what you love. You're doing what you want to do. And you're doing it to glorify the Most High, because you're a shining example. Whatever you do, and you do it following your spirituality, embracing that side of yourself and embracing those messages, there's nothing but love that can come from that, and emotional stability. 8 of Cups, I love it. And last but not least, the final thing for you to do, 3 of Cups. It's all about how you feel. It's all about how you feel and getting to a place in your life where you receive and give ultimate pleasure. It's about enjoying life. It's not about being cramped up, about worry, anxiety. It's not about that. It's time to, oh my God, I love it. Overall love, twin flame. I said you all calling it in. Twin flame energy. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves, from Plato's Symposium. But this is the principle behind twin flame energy. Overall love advice for your solar eclipse and new moon in Capricorn. What are our love energies for this new moon? Thank you. What are our love energies? What are our love energies? What are your love energies? What are our love energies? Both of these? Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. All right. Your love energies. What's being illuminated for you other than twin flame energy? Past life relationships. So if you believe in that twin flame journey Absolutely. It's being illuminated big time. Soulmate journeys, love in general. This could not be a past life relationship. It also could represent someone you've known from your past or not known, or another lifetime, or um, it could also be someone that you went to school with. It could be anybody. For some of you, this isn't for it's not for everyone, but however it resonates. Um, then the next card out, for you on that journey to twin flame love, soulmate love, and getting there. Taking the time to get to know that person of interest. Don't just hop into bed with people if you want something meaningful with them. Define the parameters of your relationship, people. Women especially. Stop laying down thinking because somebody wants to lay down with you that they want a future with you. They might, but isn't it better to define that prior to going there? Appreciation, right? Love yourself first. Respect yourself. Love yourself. You are that queen king. Love yourself first. The more attractive, I say it all the time, the more attractive you are to you, the more you embrace you, the more all of those things. Like, what's the song? I'm feeling myself. Feel yourself, because when you start feeling yourself, somebody else gonna feel you too. And what's gonna happen when you get there? Ultimate chemistry and higher levels of commitment. With the engagement card out, that commitment that you're looking for, that actual engagement, put a ring on it, that type of engagement, or just moving in together, or whatever you decide it's going to be. Once you deal with getting to know someone, loving yourself first, you're calling it in. You can manifest it. You can have it. But free yourself from this. Start something new. The Empress is here. This is the youth, but this is the Empress in the regular tarot deck. Free yourself from the ties that bind, unhealthy marriages, unhealthy relationships. Let them go. The other things that, why do you call, and let go of control issues. You can't control anybody. You can't make anybody love you. You can't force a relationship. You can't manipulate it. You can do all of those things, but it's not going to work the way, and if it works, it's not going to work for long, because it's going to create resentment. It's going to create problems somewhere along the line, if it's not already. Only person that you can control is you. So focus on you, appreciating you. Get into self-care, self-love, being the best you can be. Feel yourself so that somebody else might. And have a honeymoon with the person of interest. Enjoy them. Enjoy your time together. Don't force it. I mean, if you're just dating, don't rush it. If you're just talking, if they don't call every day, it's okay. Take it slow. We in such a hurry because we all want that ultimate love. But slow down. Enjoy it. Slow down. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy getting there. And last but not least, keep an open mind about your love life, because if you have no one and then love isn't even on the horizon, or you don't feel that you'll ever have it, keep an open mind about that, because you can have it. Because why? You are the manifester of your destiny. You are the manifester of your pleasure principle, and you can have that. So keep an open mind. Also, in keeping an open mind, don't um, don't shoot people down. Don't exclude possibilities. Don't block possibilities. He not my type. She not my type. But they might not be, but they could be, maybe. But did you give it a chance? Did you even try? Okay, final energies for our solar eclipse, new moon, and Capricorn reading. Okay, Archangel Metatron with our third eye chakra. Third eye chakra. So for your reading tonight for the new moon, let's get our spiritual sight, people. Come on, elevated journey. What are you on an elevated journey? I am. 2019 has been a very difficult year, but it's also been a year of some of the biggest blessings. Why? Because I decided to stand in my truth and follow um, what I was called to do back in 2009, 10 years ago. Don't be like me. Don't wait 10 years before you decide to follow your spiritual guidance and do what you're being called to do or do what's on your soul. Don't wait. The time is now. Third eye chakra. Also out. Four wands, joy and stability, marriages, all of that. Yes, means marriage. Four wands. You know it does. That passion, that because when you follow in your gut and your soul and your truth and your authenticity, no matter who agrees with it or who doesn't, you feel good. It's feel good energy. You feel good about it because dreams do come true. Nine of Cups, they do come true. You know it does. And along with that, of course, Five of Wands, there's challenging times. I just said, 2019 was super challenging for me. It still is. We're here at the end of it, and I'm still major challenges, but it's worth it. Why is it worth it? Because pushing through it gets me to another level. Pushing through it gets you to another level. And last but not least, nurture. Number 3. For me, I've said it before, it represents the Holy Trinity, which right here, the day after Christmas, whether you celebrate that or not, very prevalent energy, divine energy. Also, the Empress. Where's that card at? Nurture, youth. This is the Empress. Both of these represent the Empress in a regular tarot deck. So it is time to birth a new you. Time is now. Love and light. Thank you guys so much. I didn't thank you before for your love and support. I love you. Thank you so much. And let's get in alignment. Let's do 2022. Let's do it big. Let's see where we are this time next year. See you guys soon.